Hello everyone, this is a very large object here, and I'm here to show you a brief history of the best 360 models you can get your hands on. Everyone is familiar with the Red Ring of Death and the plague that presents itself on the Xbox 360. These models that I'm going to show you here is going to be the most resilient to this issue, and the ones that I would recommend getting and picking up. So let's start with the Jasper model here that I have. It appears to be an elite model with the year of 2008. There are elite models that are before this revision, but this one is special as it uses what's called the Jasper chip and motherboard. This is a version 1 Jasper. There's also a version 2 Jasper, but those are harder to get your hands on and have a really marginal reliability bump over the version 1. You can tell your 360 is a Jasper model by looking at a few things on the back of your system. Near the power port, you'll see a voltage rating of 12 volts for every FAT 360. But the ampere rating is the number next to that, which ranges from 16.5 to 12.1. You will want the one that is 12.1, by the way. The 16.5 amp is the original Xenon from 2005 or the Zephyr model from 2007. The difference is the Zephyr has HDMI and the Xenon doesn't. The 14.2 model is either the Opus from 2008 or the Falcon from 2007 to 2008. You can tell the difference between these two is because the Falcon has HDMI. The last one is 12.1 amp, which is all Jaspers, and every one of them has HDMI. To tell the difference between a version 1 and version 2 is the year it was made. September 2009 or later is going to be version 2. Next is the Slim model I have here. Generally, you're going to want a gigabyte model and add a hard drive afterwards. Due to one very key reason here. The 4 gigabyte model is matte, whereas the consoles with hard drives are glossy and tend to scratch and look rather nasty. Another thing of note, the Slim 360 is louder than the fat models. Due to being smaller, it takes less dust to clog the fans. Also, the Slim is rather hard to take apart, due to it being held together with clips that can snap. The original is also held together with snaps that do break as well, but the Slim is slightly more finicky when it comes to taking it apart. Now let's look at cost. Generally, you can get a Jasper model for Model 360 for about $40 online. That's entirely complete with cables and everything. Whereas you'll be looking about $50 to $70 for the S model, and sometimes that doesn't even include the cables for it. For this reason, I would lean more towards a Jasper unit if you don't care about the built-in Wi-Fi of the Slim. The last model I'll be talking about here is going to be the Xbox 360e. This came out right when the Xbox One came out. It is glossy on one side, and for that reason alone, I'd probably lean against that and just go for the Slim. It's rather hard to find one in good condition because of that, and it is also lacking a USB port that the Slim had as well. Cannot say they made the thing quieter either, as many say online. It's also easy to get the fans clogged with dust due to its size. But that is about it when it comes to these 360s, and hopefully it helps you when you want to pick one up. I myself did not have one growing up, as I tend to play games on the computer or Wii. So my experiences are mainly at friends' houses, so if you are like me, I'd recommend picking one up, as games are pretty cheap, and at this moment emulating these games can be rather difficult. Hope you guys have a good one, and see you on my next video.